From the wild and wonderful state of West Virginia, the perfect time of year to take in the beauty in this part of the country. The seasons are changing here surrounding the campus of Marshall, and change is something the visitors from North Texas know quite a bit about this year as well. It is homecoming in Huntington, and while green may be one of those colors disappearing in the landscape, we've got plenty of green for you in our matchup today between the Marshall Thundering Herd and the North Texas Mean Green. Here in Huntington, West Virginia on homecoming weekend at Marshall University, the North Texas Mean Green in town. Brennan Burke, Ben Lieber, and Christian Steckel. Some light rain falling. They expect it to move through. This is the second all-time meeting between these two teams. Last time in a 1AA playoff game in 1988, Marshall won 7-0. I don't think we'll see that final score here today. This is DeAndre Bradley taking a knee in the end zone. And the 25 will be the North Texas Mean Green starting point. Against his old team, Western Kentucky, we have a lot of green on the field. The Mean Green are wearing white, and the first pass is batted down by Ryan B, making an impact on play number one. We talked about the change at quarterback that Mike Canales made. He also made a change at cornerback. He started 2 true freshmen at the corner positions last week. There's a little room to run for Remy Watson. He'll duck out just shy of the 20. Chased out by Anthony Wallace, but a 26-yard gain for Watson.
Part of this whole running attack, watch Stanley Jean Felix, the left tackle, just mash down that defensive end. That's what really creates that short corner. And I don't think those guys have, just because a guy makes a mistake and misses a tackle, you have to have the rest of the guys go in there and make up for it.
Litton dumps it off to Watson. And Watson diving. They'll mark him out just short. They say he stepped out right around the 1. Jamal Marshall knocked him out, but it's 18 yards and first and goal.
Well, it's just a little bit of a kind of a weird boot where he just sneaks under behind the line of scrimmage and nobody accounted for him. And that's just an easy, not really a trick play.
Watson's missed a lot of time with injury as well. Play action. Litton to the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall. Justin Hunt, in his first career start, has the touchdown catch here on the first possession. He's a junior out of Memphis. It's his second touchdown catch of the season. And that's number 12 on the year for the true freshman quarterback, Chase Litton.
And how comfortable Litton looked on that particular play, rolling out.
Well, Chase Litton finds Justin Hunt in the end zone. And the Thundering Herd are up 7-0 early here in Huntington.
A lot of people to have fun, and now they got to deal with this horrific tragedy down there in Stillwater.
Chance to return for Bradley. Cannot make it to the 15-yard line as you see the Herd swarming to the football. A 15-yard return.
A guy that can run in space, and I think Wilson can do that a little bit more than Jemison.
North Texas on third down, knocked away. Strong play by Taj Letman. The safety coming up to get a hand on the football.
You know, understood that the pressure was coming, but didn't panic at all, and that's what they love about it.
This is Hylik Foster getting a first down as he almost broke one there, upended by Keyshawn McClain. Got his first career carries last week as a running back because of injury, and he went for 122 yards.
Well, take a look at the center and the guard position. They clear the way. Sebastian Johansson, the left guard, he's really become a terrific player. I mean, NFL scouts come in here, they talk about him. They love how he can bend his body for being a 6'5 player. He can really bend and get some momentum and force to push these guys off the line.
Quick slant. DeAndre Reeves out to midfield. Tackled just as he crossed it. James Gray got him, but a 26-yard completion. He wound up as the number 1 option after an early injury to Remy Watson. Missed most of last week's game after dehydration. And here is Foster, first down and more as he crosses the 30. 13 more yards for Hylik Foster, the sophomore from Gaffney High School in South Carolina.
Well, once again, take a look at Stanley Jean Felix. He's just going to dominate and push the defensive end. He sprung one of the big plays on the first drive, and it's his ability just to stay on. You know, you could say per game to Devontae Allen. That's the first of hopefully many.
Here's Here's Foster again to the right side, spinning his way for another first down. Smith is perfect on the season, 8 for 8. Now 9 for 9, and it is 10-0 Marshall. It was a tough assignment. It was a Thursday game, and it's Western Kentucky. So really, this is the first week of preparation he's had, full week, for his team. And DeMarcus Smith, the new quarterback, in his second start, and he loses a yard here on first down. The reason it is 10-0, Ben.
Well, when you're going against a pretty leaky North Texas defense against the run, you know, why wouldn't you come out and try to run the football? And they've done a great job. Really, the guys up front, I think, for Marshall, the offensive lineman, just mashing on those guys, moving the line of scrimmage, allowing Remy Watson and Hailey Foster to really open up and virtually become untouched until they're way down the football field.
Merrick Keenan basically punting from his end zone. Chase Litton pumps and then dumps it off, and lots of room for Justin Hunt down the sideline. He's at the 15. Actually say he stepped out back at the 20. It's a 35-yard completion for Justin Hunt.
Well, not only a great job of just offensive line run blocking, but also pass blocking as well. Justin Hunt, who had the touchdown earlier, comes across the football field, and he's really the last read. He looked down the field first, went through his progression, and then dumped it off on the check down to Justin Hunt. So he's learning. So that's a lot of credit to him and just the work he's put in from the mental side of the game to come in and unseat Birdsong.
3rd down and 6. Litton has time. The pass is complete. DeAndre Reeves. And a first down.
And, you know, he's an athlete. He was, you know, a basketball player in high school, threw for 8,000 yards in high school, so he's very capable.
1st and goal. It's a touchdown for Remy Watson. Untouched into the end zone.
Well, so much of this Marshall offense, again, they're learning how to adapt. You learn how to adapt without Rakeem Cato. Now you learn how to adapt without your big bruising running back in Devin Johnson. So what do you do with the big fast guy? You pull your center, your backside guard, and you run these sweeps that they're so good at running.
All day long, including this run from 10 yards out.
Well, again, you saw on your screen a little bit of Michael Selby, the offensive center. They pull him a lot of times. He's very athletic. He can get around the edge.
Marcus Smith slipped with the ball on the ground, and he's down. To an end here in Huntington. Marshall is off and running. They've got a touchdown on the ground. They've got a touchdown in the air. They've added a field goal as well, and it's 17-0 after 15 minutes.
Force the quarterback to get the ball out.
On 3rd and 7. Smith tried to find the other Smith, but it's incomplete. Thanks, Christian. Here backed up to their own goal line. Chase Litton has a wide open DeAndre Reeves on the far side of the field. He won't get the first down, but a pretty good chunk taken out on 2nd and 17. It'll be 3rd and 3.
There's just so much unpredictability, but the good ones, the good coaches, settles the team down and the players down so we can go back to business.
DeMarcus Smith just couldn't do anything with that football. Nowhere to go. Gary Thompson takes him down at the line of scrimmage.
Gary Thompson on the stop.
2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. And Smith looking for Thaddeus Thompson. It's incomplete. Corey Tyndall in coverage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, this is kind of what we were talking about. Just a change in attitude for North Texas. Their defense comes out in the last series, gets a huge stop, which they really hadn't done throughout the football game. And now their offense is starting to pick up and move the football, taking shots down the...
They were 1 for 1 last week on 4th downs against Western Kentucky. He slips but stays on his feet, slipped again and gets popped. Here in Huntington, West Virginia, Brennan Burke, Ben Lieber, and Christian Steckel with you. Just over 10 minutes remaining. From the 28. Another screen pass. That one bobbled and dropped by Carlos Harris.
And those guys solidify the edge and allow Jeffrey Wilson to get outside.
DeMarcus Smith Can't get rid of it. Blake Keller finally tracks him down. He lost 20 trying to scramble.
Well, you're going to see Keller right there, right in the middle of your screen. Get off the block. Great job of coverage down the field. And this is where DeMarcus Smith has to realize ball security.
Third and a country mile for the Mean Green. And DeMarcus Smith hit as he throws. Ricardo Williams got to him. Here in Huntington, West Virginia, the Marshall Thundering Herd backed up inside their own 12-yard lines. The third time they've started to drive from inside the 12, and Hylik Foster changes the field position just like that. Out to the 35 before James Gray knocked him down.
Well, just look at this hole that happens right here. I mean, it's unbelievable when you have an offensive line that pushes guys out of the way, and Hylik Foster, who comes really practicing what he preaches.
On first down, back to Foster. He snuck through a hole, and he stays on his feet, and he got all the way to the 40-yard line. 14 yards as the slippery Hylik Foster navigates through traffic.
Well, again, they run right on Johansson's side, the left guard. He gets great push on the linebacker, Courtney Finney, and the rest is just effort. And
it's a game, though, they never trailed at. Took the opening handoff, Devin Johnson, 75 yards, and led the whole time. On fourth down, complete. DeAndre Reeves for 19 yards.
You're going to see Reeves right here just run this little bit of a skinny post, gets inside, and you normally think of him as just kind of a screen guy, a bubble guy, a gimmick guy, because he's so quick.
Doc Holliday said the message to his team this week, he said every Sunday you pick up the paper and you see somebody that gets beat that shouldn't. Make sure it's not you. So far, Doc's team has jumped out to a 17-0 lead, and they are 3 yards away from adding to it. They're closing in on the end of the first half. On first down, Hylik Foster for the touchdown.
Well, once again, you see Johansson on the pull, but it's not the pull, it's the vision of Hylik Foster. Just to see the cutback right there. The play was designed to go around the outside on the hips.
As his second career rushing touchdown.
Again, this play is designed to go front side, but he just takes it right down the middle. They do a good job of blocking back, creating that hole. And they have found something again in Hylik Foster. They lost Devin Johnson.
Amaretto Curry. Just one into the end zone. Bradley will take it out. And he got buried just shy of the 15-yard line by Cody Carter. Trevor Moore's longest field goal this season is just 38 yards, but his longest of his career is 47. DeMarcus Smith looking to the end zone. Knocked out of the hands at the last moment of Turner Smiley. Nice job by Rodney Allen to get a hand on it as well.
Well, nice recovery by Allen. Like you said, the ball's there. He would have had a chance to make that play. It was a nicely thrown ball, but it's the recovery of Rodney Allen as he was beat by a step to knock that ball out and a potential touchdown.
Rodney Allen's a player that knows it.
Here we go again.
The Marshall Thundering Herd out to a 24-0 lead before North Texas kicked the field goal. It is 24-3 here at halftime. Brennan Burke with Ben Lieber. And in that first half, Ben, Marshall came out exactly the way we thought they would.
Yeah, they do like to score fast, and they did just that. They came out and put a bunch of points on the board. But really, to me, it's kind of shifted all in the second quarter. It was North Texas kind of getting some...
Andre Reeves. Onside kick, though, and it's gobbled up by Marshall. No problem with that one, as Cody Carter was right there and sure-handed.
Well, Cody Carter's had a pretty nice little day, made a huge tackle on kickoff, and now he does such a good job of staying home. Oftentimes you get lulled to sleep. Oh, it's going to be a normal kickoff. So Marshall trying the big shots after trying to run the football here early in the third quarter.
Watson, big hole inside the 20. James Gray, the one who eventually got him, and James Gray is having trouble getting back to his feet. He just tried to get up and fell right back over.
Well, now you're going to see something's going on with Johansson. He's not in the game, so Jordan Dowry right there, number 58, steps in, and look at the hole that he creates so many times on these big runs. Remy Watson and
from Nick Smith. He's already got one today. And now he's got two and is still perfect with 10 straight field goals on the season for the Marshall Thundering Herd. Comfort for North Texas. Short field after a failed onside kick, and then the defense limits them to 3 points as Bradley will get a chance to return it here, and he's stopped right around the 15-yard line. Leading the team with 8 tackles. Didn't get credit for that one there. As Jeffrey Wilson wrapped up immediately by Jarquez Samuel.
Look really good right now, especially when your defense is stepping up and causing a lot of 3-and-outs.
This is the 4th 3-and-out for Marshall's offense, as Trey Johnson is spun out by his jersey. A nice tackle made by Andrew Tucker. Jeffrey Wilson back in the game in the backfield with Smith. Looking long, and that pass is incomplete. Looking for Darvin Kidsey, but Antavis Rowe. A nice job in coverage.
He did a nice job in coverage, but the fact that they haven't completed a lot of these deep balls is because they trust their front seven so much to stop the run. It allows a guy like Kendall Gant, the safety right there you see flashing the screen, to sit back.
Another 3rd down here for North Texas. Pressure. Smith got away for a moment, but dragged down. DJ Hunter, Ryan B, both there, and it cost him 10 yards.
Again, Chuck Heater sees empty, dials up the blitz. You're going to see right here, Sean Petty, number 9, has been bringing it all game long. Doesn't make the play, but causes DeMarcus Smith to have to fall out of the pass play. Playing faster, gang tackling, getting off blocks, and this running game that has been successful at...
Deontay McManus, the recipient of a Keyshawn McClain pop.
I mean, there's so much to like about Keyshawn McClain. I mean, he is kind of the heart and soul, the best player on this defense, a young safety, only a sophomore, and he delivered a shot. Great job right now.
A fake punt, and off they go. Ryan Yurachek has him inside the 20. 27-yard gain, and North Texas never saw it coming.
No, they never saw it coming, and it's a great play call. As you see Yurachek right here, he's one of the personal protectors. It's going to be just a direct snap. You get some lead blockers. And because they weren't expecting it, get those extra blockers up the field. Yurachek,
and from 38 yards out, it is now a 30-6. 3rd and 15 for DeMarcus Smith in the mean green. Tried to get rid of it quickly, and it's picked off. What a play by Evan McKelvey.
once again, North Texas goes empty. You can tell that Marshall, before the timeout, wanted to bring the heat, wanted to bring the pressure. They call timeout.
Picked by McKelvey.
Well, you're going to see him right here. He's just going to go scot-free up the middle. And that happens because the offensive linemen, they don't have a running back. They don't have a tight end to help out in the blocking scheme. You bring one more than you can block. He's the free guy. Normally, you like to pack everything down and not let the free rusher have the quickest spot to the quarterback.
27th showdown with Western Kentucky.
Well, not to get ahead of myself here, but they should win against Charlotte. They go to Middle Tennessee, which that's going to be a tough one. And Brent Stockstill, a young quarterback that's starting to figure things out for them. A much better defense than what they saw today, so that will be a ball game. And then, like you said, the big game, November 27th, if they can keep winning against Western Kentucky, will be huge.
Well, this Marshall defense today, I mean, they lived up to the billing. They were good. They didn't allow a touchdown until the very end of this football game.
You know, they were good. They were active early on. But to me, North Texas has not been good running the football. They found some success really from the second quarter on. But every time that North Texas went into empty situations, they dialed up the pressure. They're able to have big plays by McKelvey and a bunch of other guys. These guys are relentless. They play with a ton of passion, and they do a great job of taking the ball away.
So the Marshall Thundering Herd take this one wire to wire, just like they did last week against FAU, as that'll do it here from Huntington, West Virginia.